Hello, welcome back to Justin Talks Villa. If you are new around here, please subscribe to the channel, get involved in the comments, and hit the like button, please, for this video. It helps enormously. So, I'm recording this the morning after the defeat to Goa'head Eagles, and I am really frustrated. Really frustrated. Before I start, let me just say I hate losing. I absolutely despise when we lose a football match, especially a game. I firmly believe, and if you saw anything before, you would know I felt we should have won this game last night comfortably. We should have beat them comfortably. They aren't a brilliant team. We've gone there and we've beaten Feyenoord, the top team in the division, unbeaten at home, 2-0. And we've gone to Goa'head Eagles, mid-table, mediocre Dutch team, and we've lost 2-1. So I'm just as annoyed as you, but my outlook hasn't changed from the start of the season. After the summer we had, we all knew we were in for a tough ride. Not more so than the first 4 games. Awful, terrible. Nobody could put a finger on what was happening, why it was happening, why was we so poor. After the summer, yes, there was a hangover. Totally understand that. But then we started to play a bit better, got a couple of scrappy results, culminating in a really good performance on against Spurs last week. And then everything in the garden's rosy. 5 games, 5 wins, really good performance away, a tough place to go. Heading into a game we should win. On 9 times out of 10, we beat Goa'head Eagles. Yet we lose. Why do we lose? Because I think we were complacent. There's no question. I think we just expected to win. I think the early goal, as weird as it sounds, probably didn't help us because I think it was just, oh, brilliant. We've attacked, we've scored, we're 1-0 up already. And then as the game, especially the first half progressed, we just sort of just kept, we had the ball a lot. We had a lot of possession. We were sort of camped in their half. And I think the mindset probably was at some point we'll get the second, then we'll get the third, put a few subs on, game over, top of the group, all the best, go home. And as football does, it bit us firmly on the arse. A well-worked free kick, bit of luck with the finish, 1-1 at half-time. We go in, we're down, they go in, they're over the moon. Come out second half, and for whatever reason, we've seen it quite a few times, just a poor second half performance. Didn't quite get going. Again, had lots of possession, couldn't cut them open, struggled against the low block, and never really had a prolonged period of chance after chance after chance. And then again, out of nowhere, long ball over the top, good run from the winger, decent finish, and it's 2-1, and we're chasing the game. Had an opportunity to get back in it, spurned it. Buendia, totally apologetic afterwards, should have scored it. Any other day scores that, and I think probably then we might even gone on and win it after that. But it wasn't to be. But honestly, the overreaction, in my opinion, and it is only my opinion, I see the game very differently to a lot of people. I'm seeing this as a whole. The season is going to be tough. Just because we've won 5 games and only one of them maybe comfortably, maybe 2, doesn't mean we're going to win every single game. And yes, we should have beat Goa'head Eagles. Yes, they're not a great side, but we didn't. And I'm not going to lose my shit over not winning one game we should have won, because that is football. That just happens. So to slag him off rotten, we should get rid of him. He's crap. He's shit. Never assigned him. Blah 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 blah. I don't understand it. I don't. I really don't. What I do understand is on social media and doing this kind of thing, negativity bangs. It just does. I've learnt this over many years doing it on the Up the Villa stuff and this. When we lose, if you feed into that negativity, people want to hear it. People want to hear you slagging the team off. Ah, that was crap. That was crap. And I understand it. The media they know that. That's why clickbait is a thing, because I think negativity, overall sells better than positivity. I think I've seen, and this isn't calling him out by any stretch of imagination. Jacob Tanswell posted an article, and the headline was Aston Villa's calamitous loss to a team with a microwave in the trophy cabinet. Now, that's funny. It's a good headline. Is it calamitous? Is it in the bigger scheme of things? As I say, Jacob Tanswell, fantastic reporter, and seems to be a really nice guy. Never met him, but he writes really good stuff. He's very honest, and he's passionate about football. I don't think he's a Villa fan. I think he might be a Southampton fan. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. And he writes what he sees. And that's great. But if you're not a Villa fan, you're less emotional. But he knows the game. He plays the game like a lot of social media people do, especially around the Villa. You lose, feed into it, get a load of clicks, get a load of likes, get a load of views. Brilliant. Then ramp it up for the next game, hopefully win the game. I don't want to be like that. I've never wanted to be like that. I want to give positivity. And I know when you lose a game like that you should win, then people look at you and they go, "Oh, he hasn't seen the game as I've seen it. We should be hammering the team." I've had messages this morning. We should be hammering them. That's not acceptable. That's why we've not won anything for 30 years. It's an overreaction. If we had 10 games like that in a row, then I could understand that reaction. I could totally get it. Totally get it. But as a one-off game this season, in the last 6, we've been pretty good. Pretty good. We're still nowhere near where we want to be. I get that. We still haven't reached the heights what this squad is capable of. But as I said at the start, I firmly believe this is a transitional reset season. We know that. We didn't do the business in the summer we wanted to do. And in this game, we rotated the squad and it didn't work. But I remember a few years ago watching Celtic play Barcelona. I think Barcelona had 90 odd % possession, well into double figures, maybe even 20 to 30 chances in that game. The keeper has a blinder. They get, I think, 2, 3 chances and they score one of them. That's football. And I know the people don't want to hear that. I've had that this morning. It's not just football, is it? It's a mindset. It's a mentality thing. They're not good enough. Blah, 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 blah. We need to get rid of him. We need to get rid of him. Harvey Elliott, as Graham Taylor once said, and I always believe this firmly, players that are on the bench or in the stands when we lose a game like that we should have won become immensely better footballers because we all look at them and go, well, he would have won the game for us. Why didn't we bring Harvey Elliott on? He'd have won the game for us. He's much better than Boyd Deer. He'd have done a better job than Gassan. Gassan, why we signed him? What a waste of money. Nobody was saying that after 4 minutes when he scored. And again, I'm a glass half full person. If you're a glass half empty person, that's absolutely fine. But this is how I see football, and this is what I want to portray. This is how I want to look at the game. I want to believe we can beat Man City on Sunday. And a lot of social media and all the stuff going into the game, a lot of it's going to be Villa are going to lose, poor performance on Wednesday. Totally get that. It's very easy now to say we're going to lose to Man City. They're a really good side. They're not the team there was a few years ago. They're second in the league. We've got a lot of good players. We're not where we should be, and we're coming off the back of a bad performance. But I am looking at that game no differently to if we'd have won last night. I'm looking at it and saying, if we turn up and play to our potential, we can win that game. We've beaten the last 2 seasons at home. Why not? Why can't we beat them? And then we'll have on Sunday, if that was to happen, we'll have, it's just filler in it. We lose to a rubbish team, beat it better. No, that's football. That's what happens. That's life. That's how it is. So I apologise for my little rant, but this is how this channel is going to be and has been and will be going forward. I try and see everything as honestly as I can. I think I've articulated that I expected us to win the game last night. I'm bitterly disappointed we didn't win the game last night. I think we should have won the game last night, and the performances on a lot of the players wasn't good enough. Does that mean we need to sell a lot of them, start again? No. Does that mean in January that I wish we could sign another 3 world-class players? Absolutely, to improve our squad. But we are where we are, and this is where we are. And you know, we'll do and we will go with what we've got. So let's look at the Man City game. Oh, so that's me rant over. So let's look at the Man City game. We're just going to look at a quick few stats. Last 5 games, Man City won 4, drew 1, and they got an average rating of 7.01 and have got a decent run, haven't they? Villa in the league, drew 2, won 3, starting to turn things around. Last 5 games against Man City at home, win 2-1, win 1-0, drew 1 apiece, and lost 2-1, 2-1. So we've had a decent run against them in the last few games. This is the predicted injuries and doubts for Sunday. Mings, we know, played last night, so he should be okay. Tielemans, of no update on him. I presume that'll come today with the press conference. Garcia, no one knows what's happened to Garcia. He's still out injured. Luca Dean, I mean, it says he's out. He missed last night. Obviously got that nasty gash on his ankle. I presume, hopefully, that was just to allow that time to heal properly, and he should, fingers crossed, be okay for Sunday, but we'll have to wait and see again for the press conference. Man City, Rodri says out, Kusanov, doubtful, Aït-Nouri, doubtful, and Gonzalez out. So this is the predicted lineup for Manchester City for the weekend game. Interestingly, and I did a bit of research, Núñez playing regularly now at right back for Manchester City, despite being a midfielder in most of his career and playing for Wolves in that position, which got him the move to Manchester City. So that's very interesting to see him playing at right back and doing it very well by looking at his average ratings. Donnarumma, we all know he's coming in the summer, very imposing goalkeeper. Diaz and Guardiola at central defence, and Nick O'Reilly playing in the left back role. Gonzalez playing in the holding role. Then we've got Savinho off the right, Doku off the left, and Foden and Reinders in the sort of double 10 role. But it's sort of a midfield 3 and very fluid, as we know, with all of Pep Guardiola's teams. And then the big threat up front. We all know Erling Haaland is a big threat up front. Right. This is my guess at my team selection for the weekend. And I've thought long and hard about this, and it's so hard, isn't it, to pick the team, especially after what happened last night. But this is my thought process. Martinez, obviously in goal. Cash back in at right back, starting. If fit, Luca Dean plays at left back. I think he's just the better option currently. Ian Maatson still worries me a little bit defensively, and I think offensively he had lots of opportunities, especially against Goa'head, to really affect the game in the final third, which he didn't do, unfortunately. Now, this is the big one for me. Konsa plays 100%, Torres or Mings. Now, normally I would play Mings in this game because I think as a matchup to Haaland, the physicality works much better than Torres. We know Torres isn't just an out-and-out defender. He's not a bulldozer. He won't win everything in the air. So I was on the fence a little bit. But I, at the moment, currently, I think Torres's addition to the team is more beneficial with the way we play rather than Mings's physicality against Haaland. But he might go that way. We all know that might happen. Again, I've thought long and hard about the double pivot. Kamara obviously starts. The other options are Bogard playing alongside him. I did consider McGinn dropping into the double pivot, but I think given the options in front, I think Onana probably again adds that little bit of physicality. And because I've gone with Torres, having Onana in the team as well gives that option for him just to maybe drop 5 and go aerially with Haaland. Again, this is very difficult to pick the 3 in behind Watkins. I do believe Watkins will start. Rodgers, I still don't like off the left, but he seems to be playing there quite a lot. So he starts there. McGinn, I started him on the right, and then I thought, does Buendia playing the 10? So again, there's many options that we could go with, but I thought Gassond offers that, again, a bit of physicality. He's good defensively. He's got his first goal the other day. Yes, after that wasn't great, but nobody was particularly great after that. I think, we all know we switched off and we was very lackadaisy in that game. McGinn, In the 10, he does play there from time to time. I wouldn't be surprised to see him playing out on the right, but I think again he offers that bit of protection in the midfield as well. He can drop in, help out a bit. So I've tried to sort of balance it as best I can for the game that's coming. It's going to be obviously incredibly difficult, Manchester City. So there we go. Only a quick one from me because these games are coming absolutely thick and fast. So there we go. What do you think about my thoughts on last night, on generally on social media, on how people reacted to losses? Even though we're coming off the back of 5 straight wins, it still frustrates me, as you can hear from the start of the show today. So there we go. Manchester City on Sunday. Difficult game to come. We'll see what happens. I hope you all have a great couple of days before the game, and I'll speak to you all on the weekend.